When someone says namaskar, you have to return namaskar. When somebody says pranam, you have to return pranam. So somebody say Hari Om, what do you say?
Hari Om.
No volume. Hari Om! One more time. Hari Om!
Hari Om.
Very good. Let's wake up. So this is, we are repeating Bhagavan's name. We are reflecting that Bhagavan is in us, and we are understanding that Bhagavan is in the speaker who told you Hari Om first. So that is the way of communication, exchanging. So today we have Gita in daily life. So we will do with a prayer in the beginning and also a few minutes meditation, if it is okay with everybody. If you are sure that we will not fall into sleep, and I will tell you why we fall into sleep later. So let's do beginning mantras. We'll do 3 Oms and Sahana Bhavatu. We'll do 4 minutes meditation. Actually, we do contemplation. What's the difference between contemplation and meditation? Contemplation is an attempt to focus our thoughts in a place where we want. Meditation is, contemplation leads into meditation. Meditation is abiding in that state continuously. That is meditation. The Sanskrit word for meditation is dhyanam. Dhyanam meaning dhi-ayanam. Dhi meaning buddhi. Buddhi meaning intellect. Can everybody see the board? The intellect. You want me to move it to the center? Intellect. So ayanam meaning direction, path, movement. All these words can be told for ayanam. So ayanam of the buddhi, meaning a movement of the buddhi in a certain direction which we want. So that is dhyanam. So we'll do dhyanam for a few minutes. Contemplation means focusing, trying to attempt to focus in a place where we want. So I have a small mantra here. We'll play that. And before that, what is needed is very, very quiet. No sound at all. Physical posture. Body vertical to the ground. Not like a question mark. Body vertical to the ground. Shoulders relaxed. Maximum seating. Physical movement will distract the thought. So never allow physical movements. If you are sitting very close to the other person, just move a little. You should be all by yourself. Body vertical to the ground, gently close the eyes, and until I say, you will not open the eyes. Now, before the mantra starting, it's a Shiva mantra. So visualize the Shiva Rupa in the mind, all the prayer from head to toe, and mentally chant with the mantra. Do not chant loud. And at the end, when I stop the mantra, I will give you some time to think. That time should be spent thanking the Lord. Oh Lord, today you gave me a few minutes to focus my attention on you. Whatever I have today is whatever you gave me. And from today onwards, every action, every thought, I need your blessing. I need your blessing to remember you all the time. Today, tomorrow, until the last day I leave this body from this world. This prayer should be in the silence period. I'll give you some silence time. And you mentally feel that you are prostrating. Don't get up and prostrate. Mentally feel that you are getting up. You feel that you are in front of the Lord. You feel that you are doing Sarashtanga Pranam in the mind. So this should be done when the mantra stops. Then I will tell what time to open the eyes. Until then, keep the eyes closed. Thoughts focused on the Lord. No other thoughts should come. And you need His blessing to throw away all the other thoughts. And He will be there to bless you, to remove the obstacles in the thoughts. So let us chant with the mantra. Mentally chant. open your eyes. Thank you. Every day if you get some time, do this. Close your eyes, try to bring the thoughts where you want to be. See if it stays there. So today's the topic is, what is the topic today? Anybody?
Gita in daily life.
Gita in daily life, very good. So there are two words, Gita and daily life. So Gita, you should know what Gita is. Second is
Life.
daily life. Daily life, what is there to know? You get up in the morning, 5, 6, 7, some people 10. Huh? And then you do your routines, clean up, then rush and run to office. And suppose you are mostly late. When you are late, what you skip? The prayer or puja. Because that is the easy thing to skip. Other things you cannot skip. And then come back in the evening tired and the same routine the next day. That is daily life. So one may wonder, what the use of studying Bhagavad Gita in the modern life? Today is not a modern life, it's a modern life. Everything is based on modern. If modern is not working, it's not working. So, how learning Gita is beneficial for me? It is to live out what is our life can be bought effectively. The way we are thinking, the way we are acting may be different than what is supposed to be. So how do I know, am I doing the right thing? So those are the values, there are several values said in Bhagavad Gita. So you adapt at least one of them, not all of them. Then people think that, you know what, spiritualism, scriptures, Veda, Bhagavad Gita is for old age, not for young. When I was driving down, I saw a bumper sticker. Those who seek the Lord at the 11th hour, die at 10:30. You have seen that? People are in the habit of doing things in the last minute. So the last minute is called as 11th hour. So if you seek the Lord at the 11th hour, what happens? You die at 10:30. Half an hour before. So you don't want that to happen in spiritualism. So why we should study, what is that brings to knowledge, that has to be very clearly understood by the sadhaka, by the student. And what happens is that maybe we'll talk, after this talk, maybe you'll have a better understanding. So I will ask you a question for homework. There are a couple of questions for homework. You can take it home and email me the answer. You always know what time you went to bed, but you don't know what time you went to sleep. You can email me, Vijay Kumarji, I went to bed at 10:25 and I went to sleep at 10:30. Do you know? You can email me when you went to sleep. That means you are awake, right? So think it over. I am not giving the answer now. There are so many questions coming. You can take it home and analyze why I don't know what time I slipped into sleep. Similarly, the contemplation slips into meditation. Preparation you can. What is preparation for sleeping? Turn off light, stop arguing with somebody, stop yelling, turn off the TV, close the newspaper. All things you can do, preparation you can do. But gliding into sleep is not in your control. And why? And then if it is not in my control, whose control it is? That one we will discuss later. So this life is, what is the life? Daily life. The right perspective, if you understand what is Gita, then life becomes so easy. Easy to operate, easy to deal with people and situations and experiences. So here, before that impulsive, contemplative feelings, then whenever the knowledge sinks, that individual who has an understanding of what is going on, his behavior will be totally different than the normal person. So if that person can bring out his, and that didn't come from anywhere else, you already had it. The only thing you are refining it to bring it up. Okay? So before we start to the values of Bhagavad Gita, I need everyone to listen to me. What is the difference between listening and hearing? Vijay Kumarji, we thought this is a Gita class, not an English class. You have to understand what is the difference between listening and hearing. You have to understand the difference between belief and faith. I will be asking these questions in the class because you need to answer those questions. Listening and hearing. Listening, you need more intellectual participation. Body, mind, intellect. Hearing you don't need. Hearing you can hear whenever you're doing something else. You don't need 100% intellectual participation. And that is called Vedanta, Veda, Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, any scriptures, you listen, don't hear. Oh, I heard it. What you heard? So, listen. So I want your full attention when I'm talking. If your attention is somewhere else, then we have a problem. What will happen is, because, see, there is so many organizations, right? Vedanta organizations, Maya Mission, Ramakrishna Mission, Vedanta Society, Mata Vedanta, Sai Baba Society, Durga Temple, every 10 years there is a temple. More than Indian students. But after all these studies and education, where are you? I am there only. Tera kya hoga Kaliya? Have you seen how many people have seen Sholay? See? Tera kya hoga Kaliya? Mera bhi wahi haal hai, hum waise hi hain. Do you want to be really that one? Ask yourself, don't tell me. See? So if you do not pay attention, if you don't put your all intellect in what I'm talking, then you'll be the same person when you walk out and start your car. You want to be a different person every time. Every time people come here, I was told that speakers come and go and as it is. Somebody told me, Vijay Kumarji, I heard that you are teaching Gita. Yes. I also have a book in my home, Bhagavad Gita as it is. And it is in my shelf. I said, leave it there, you will be as it is. Don't touch. Do you want to be that person? We want to make a change in our life, isn't it? That's the thing. The time you spend here, you should be workful. What is in it for me? New business tactics. What I'm getting. So when you walk out, you should have this knowledge. I learned something today and I'm going to use it. This commitment should come. Then we have a transaction. Otherwise, I am wasting my time and you are wasting your time. They ask me to speak, I will speak. So some people, people say that Bhagavad Gita, that Bhagavan is telling Arjuna that, do your duty, dharma. That's it. I am doing my duty. That is it. Done. Go home. That's chalte. So that is not what he said here. So some people think they know everything. I don't know whether you notice this, you go to parties and where to do mortgage, where to buy car, where to buy house, that also. Everything they know. They also know whether Malaysian plane is missing, that also they know. Don't ask them, don't do FBI is searching for him. Tell him where it is. Some people act as if they know. One of the sign of knowledge is vinayam, humility. If humility is not there, then what do they use? Spiritual speakers, they don't just unnecessarily come and talk. We keep quiet. The more you know, the more it is getting filled within. And unless somebody requests, then we speak. Everybody knows. We don't want to be that person. So this was the message. If Dharma was the message in Bhagavad Gita, how much word is Dharma? One only, right? How many chapters in Bhagavad Gita? 18 chapters. How many slokas? 701 sloka in Bhagavad Gita. So to tell what is dharma, you don't need 701 sloka. One sloka, two sloka maximum is enough. Also, Arjuna is very brilliant, very bright, very sharp. He can understand just like this. So why unnecessary waste of time? So it is other than dharma. What is other than dharma? So we feel what it Bhagavad Gita answers the fundamental question: who am I? What is God? What is my relationship with God? How we are related? What is experiences? Why bad people prosper? Why good people suffer? All these questions we don't have answer. So this Bhagavad Gita answers many questions. It's not only one question. So 18 chapters, it is in Samvada. All the three paths to liberation, karma, bhakti, jnana, all are explained in various chapters in Bhagavad Gita. So 701 slokas have been divided into how many sections? Vijay Kumarji, we never heard sections in Bhagavad Gita. There are 3 sections. 18 divided by 3, 6. First 6 chapters, 1 section. Second 6 chapters, section number 2. And third 6 chapters, section number 3. Right? Now, this section is divided based on a Mahavakya. And what is Mahavakya? What is Mahavakya? Maha means what? Maha means great, big or great. Vakya means what? Sentence. A great sentence. And what makes a great sentence? Jiva, Brahma, Aikya, Bodhana, Vakya. Oh, Vijay Kumarji, that is very long. Jiva, this is Jiva. This Jiva, body, mind and intellect. Brahma, the reality. Jiva, Brahma, Aikya. Aikya meaning union or join. Jiva, Brahma, Aikya, Bodhaga. Bodhaga meaning awareness. Understanding is called Bodhaga. Jiva, Brahma, Aikya, Bodhaga, Vakya is called as Mahavakya. And there are 4 Mahavakyas. All the 4 Mahavakyas came from Upanishads. And this is coming for the test. By the way, one day I teach every week Gita study. One day I told next week's test nobody. I was joking. So this is coming for the test. How many Mahavakyas? 4 Mahavakyas. And I will tell you 4. I know you will not remember, but that's okay. First Mahavakya. Prajnanam Brahma. Meaning consciousness is Brahman. We are conscious. Anybody unconscious here? Nobody. So we are all conscious. Consciousness is Brahman. Number 1. That is Prajnanam Brahma. Number 2. I am Atma Brahma. This Atman in me is Brahman. That is a Mahavakya. Because it is making union. Any sentence which makes sense of union is called Mahavakya. So, Prajnanam Brahma, I am Atma Brahma. Third one, Tattvamasi. You are that. I am that Brahman. I knew I am something great, but I didn't know I am that great. People say, no? So, I am that. That is third one. The last one. Anybody? Aham Brahmasmi. You must have heard this, but you don't know whether it belongs to 4 Mahavakyas. Prajnanam Brahma, I am Atma Brahma, Tattvamasi, you are that. Aham Brahmasmi, meaning I am Brahman, the last bus stop, silver line, last stop. Aham Brahmasmi. So this, the third Mahavakya. What is the third Mahavakya? Tattvamasi. This Tattvamasi is in Bhagavad Gita. The first 6 chapters is Tvam Padartha. Tvam meaning you meaning we. From 1 to 6 is called about us. What we have. 7 to 12, which is section number 2. Meaning, him. He is talking about him. So, Tattvam as 13 to 18, the last section. How do I relate to him? How do I make my path to know him? That is 13 to 18. So this message is in Bhagavad Gita. So the whole Gita is only for living one. But what happens is this 701 slokas, it is very hard to tell 701 slokas. I have been given 1 hour. Vijay Kumar ji, you have 1 hour. Thank you, you told me. If the doctor is telling you have 1 hour, then problem. Luckily, why he told, so it's okay. So this whole Gita is for message carrying only. But first, how many people are talking in Bhagavad Gita? Vijay Kumar ji, 2 people we know. How many? 4, very good. 4 people are talking in Bhagavad Gita. But the other 2 I don't know. 1 we know. Krishna and Arjuna, everybody know, right? So the third one is Sanjaya. Sanjaya is the person conveying what is going on in the Kurukshetra, in the palace. He's sitting in the palace, he can see between the distance between the palace and Kurukshetra 300 miles. 300 miles? How did you see? Skype? It's not Skype. There was no Skype. But he had Divya Skype. So he could see and he was conveying to Dhritarashtra. And Dhritarashtra also talking, he has only 1 sloka. First sloka. Anybody know what is the first sloka of Bhagavad Gita? By mistake, Galti says. Very good. Dhritarashtra uvacha dharma kshetre guru kshetre samaveta yuyulsava pāpaka pandavas chaiva Imakurvada Sanjaya. See, that is first. And first chapter is the whole chapter is being talked by Arjuna only. Regarding Arjuna only first. It is called Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Why Arjuna is so despondent? He is so Gandivam Samsade Hastad. At the telling Gandivam is falling. I cannot see. First chapter he says, Senayorupayor madhye Gatam stapaya menchudam. He is talking to Krishna. Krishna, take my chariot. Where? Senayorupayor madhye. Madhye means what? In the center. Why center? Why center? That is very important. Why the chariot is in the center between Kauravas and Pandavas? I will tell you. The reason is, when you accuse somebody, so husband wife fight, right? Why did you tell so? That day I have a meeting, I cannot come home. Why did he invite them? And she goes, I have to cook. You did all your friends, I have to cook. Understand misunderstanding, fighting between not only spouses or bosses, something. Because we are unable to understand the other person's viewpoint. Yes or no? Right. Now what happens is, Senayorupayor madhye, neutral place. Neutral place means you are away from your own Pandava brothers, you are away from your own thoughts, and you are away from the enemies. So when you try to be neutral, you get a better answer. So in English there is a saying, trying to be in other person's shoes, which means you are thinking like other person. So if you stop arguing between husband and wife, and wait a minute, let me see why he said so. The wife think why he said so. There may be some reason. Then intellect works better because you are not colored by, you are not prompted by, you are not biased by, you are standing in a neutral standpoint. Intellect becomes brighter. You can make a better decision. But even then you took a decision not to fight. In chapter 2. In chapter 2, Bhagavan, which chapter Bhagavan is talking first? Chapter 2. Is it because Bhagavan is not talking in chapter 1? No. Oh my God. Then you should have removed 1. 18 minus 1. 17 only I will learn. Why? Because Krishna is talking only 2 to 18. Right? Then just remove 1. Good question, yes? No, we need 1. Why we need 1? Because Arjuna, Vishal, when you are desperate and when you need something, then only you will not pay attention if it is just something else. Oh, let me listen to him. Let me listen what I can take away. Then the attention intellect becomes sharper. I want to learn something. You know the water is more tastier when you are really thirsty. You try that. Hey, water doesn't have a taste. Try not drinking for 6 to 8 hours. And drink one. It is tasty. You need Vishada Yoga. The Vishada Yoga is needed in chapter 2. And chapter 2 talks about what? Death. The whole chapter 2, death in detail. Why death? Oh my God. Death I don't want. Ignorance. After death what happens? I don't know. You tell me. And you know how to see Rekha? Rekha, that neighbor lady. No. Aapki Rekha. Read. Oh yeah. Problem hai. Next 5 years, really you are big problem. Financial problem. After that also problem, but it will be better relieved. Why? You will get used to it. So everybody is worried about future, death. And why Bhagavan started? Vijay Kumarji, I have a suggestion. Why Bhagavan told about death in number 2? We have 18 chapters left. You could have told anywhere 16, 17. Why in the beginning only? Why in the beginning, you know? What was the problem of the chapter 1? I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight because I don't want to kill. Kill word is there. Kill meaning death. That meaning he does not know what is happening. So Bhagavan thought, let me educate Arjuna what death is. And then I can put Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Dhyana Yoga. Almost. This is not Sankhya Yoga. The name of chapter 2 is Sankhya Yoga. That so much we are worried, tension. You know, in a church, the pastor was telling, we are reading Luke 13. Everybody, Luke 13. After reading Luke 13, you will go to heaven. So those who want to go to heaven, raise hand. So everybody raise hand. One person in the last, he did not raise hand. So the pastor in the church said, John, he knew his name. John, you don't want to go to heaven? I want to. Then how come you didn't raise hand? Then he looked around and said, I thought they are going now. He thought bus is waiting outside. And he has something else to do on the way. So then you don't want to die. Because you don't know what is on the other side. Right? Ignorance is causing fear. If you are ignorant, the fear increases. You know what fear stands for? How do you spell fear? Anybody here? You, fear. How do you spell fear? F-E-A-R. It stands for false experiences appearing as real. False experiences appearing as real. It's not there, but you are fearing. That's F-E-A-R. False experiences appearing as real. So, fear of death. No, that's Bhagavan is removing that. So, those who have lived according to Dharma, those who have lived, you best your role, husband, father, mother, wife, sister, grandparent, all the roles which you feel, if you do to the right ability, and when you leave the body, you are not scared. Because Bhagavan has given that roles to you, and you performed it to the best ability. You made some mistakes, but then you approach Bhagavan and said, Kayena vacha manasendriya va. You already said that. And you believe that He is with you all the time. That jiva, when you die, no fear. The fear is there because you believe that you didn't do things right. So this chapter 2 is very important. Chapter 2 is very, I love chapter 2. And it has so many slokas are there in chapter 2. We'll talk about that. But one value I want everyone to take because of shortage of time is chapter 12, sloka 30. I will chant, you have to repeat after me. Adveshta sarva bhutanam, Adveshta sarva bhutanam, Maitra karuna evacha, Nirmamo nirahankara, Samadukha sugacchami. Very good. You should be loud. We are taking Bhagwan's name only. It should not be same. Galti hoga, I don't know Sanskrit, When we do regular Gita classes, we'll be perfect in chanting. I can guarantee you that. And everybody will get A+. Don't worry. So, and there is another value also. I will detail what is this sloka has 7 values. There are actually more than 150 values by word in Bhagavad Gita. But we cannot explain all of them. We'll take one at a time. So, Adveshta, no hatredness. Maitra, friendliness. Hates no creature, whether not only beings or objects, animals, human beings, anything. And Maitra, friendly. Friendly means compassionate, love together each other. Karuna, compassion. Nirmamaha, raising above. I am not the doer. Namaste. Is it, Namaste? You know what Namaste stands for? Na mama tute. Not mine. Thy will be done. That's what Jesus said when He was on the cross. But Lord, they do not know what they are doing. Thy will be done. Whatever your wishes will be done. Not mine. If you hand over that responsibility to Him, He's waiting. See, He's ready to take 10 steps. But He's waiting for you to take 1 step. That also we don't know. I want to come to your Gita class Saturday, Sunday, but my son has soccer, daughter has dance class. Saturday, Sunday only we get. Sunday I will sleep little late, that's okay. Don't come if you don't feel like coming. One lady I met in the grocery shop, 6 months she didn't come. She said, will you come on? She came running. I know your class, I didn't come for the last 6 months. Sorry. You're telling me sorry to him. It's like going to the dentist and telling last 3 months I didn't brush. Who is dentist? He'll be happy actually. He can do all root canals and rivers and everything he can do. But think, who is the loser? If you are not coming to the class or lecture. So the thing is, he who hates no one. And not only that, little bit of inconvenience, somebody says something and you are prompted by, you get angry, that person criticized him. The egocentric thing comes up with your mind. There go 2 kids were fighting. I said, I will do, I'll kick you like, even Google if you search you won't find it. I'll make it into so pieces that Google also you cannot find it. Latest, fighting technologies. Anger. See, if you cannot control anger, all this value which is said is to remove our negatives. And slowly you will be able to remove the negative. If you are sincere in application. If you are not sincere in application, see what happens. Application layer 7, OSI model. Any IT here? OSI model layer 7 application, we miserably failed. All other layers is okay, presentation, data link, but application layer we miserably failed. Because what happens? Gita class is very nice, lecture is very nice, joke is very nice, and as soon as you go out, you don't find your chappal. Immediately Asura come out. The Asura is hiding. That Asura you are suppressing for somehow. And immediately does. Somebody must have removed or something. So that nature should not come out. The value of education, samatha, equality. So there are the people, see there are 4 type of people who approach Bhagavan. What happens is, see we also don't know the people who sacrifice their life. So they have given up their whole life learning this Vedanta and telling to us, they become sannyasis. So the sannyasi, what happened is, if you don't understand what they are talking, you will have confusion. So once Swamiji was teaching Ramayana, for 7 days he was teaching Ramayana. Swamiji, I have a question after Ramayana. Any question? Yes. See Swamiji, this not Ramanika Sita Epudi, not that question. So that was the old question. This new question is, see Swamiji, this killing is a Rakshasa tendency, right? Yes. So Rama also killed some people before the war. Ravana also killed somebody before the war. Both of them killed before war. You know that? Rama killed many people. So if killing is a Rakshasa tendency, both of them have Rakshasa tendency. So between Rama and Ravana, who is Rakshasa? The person who brought him said, I don't know why I brought him. You asking silly questions to Swamiji. You are wasting our time, you are wasting Swamiji's time. Between Rama and Ravana, who is Rakshasa? That's a question? No, Swamiji said that's a very good question. So your question is between Rama and Ravana, who is Rakshasa, right? I will answer. Neither Rama nor Ravana is Rakshasa. I am Rakshasa. Because I taught you 7 days. Not only that, after listening to your question, I feel like choking you to death, so I have to be Rakshasa. So if you don't pay attention, all these questions will come. So, be a sincere student. Learn Bhagavad Gita, and this Amanita Bhagavad is very good. Another sloka is there. Advashta Sarvabhutana. So Sarvabhutana, no desha, don't create an enmity, anger in other people. Have compassion and love and friendly. Because every individual is made up by themselves in a certain cat. You go to a garden, you see mango, you have orange, you have apple, you have pear, everything, right? Then you pick orange. Mango should be like orange. Now orange should be like lemon. Samesa, that will not happen. Everything, that seed has the inherent quality. Our jiva, when we came, we have the vasanas which we came. With the vasanas we came, and then that vasana is only developing, and we have some sets and likes and dislikes. So somebody's room it was written, accept me as I am, don't try to change me. Who is going to change you? Nobody is going to change you. So if you want you to be accepted by others as you are, why can't you do the same? You accept the other person as it is. Right? See, there is, in the entire world, you can only change one person. Who is that? Ourselves. The one lady went to library and she wanted the analysis how to improve. So there is a section, Dr. went there, everybody, so many books are there, how to improve, how to change. Then she couldn't find the book. She went to the store clerk and said, you have any book how to change others? You cannot. You wish you can change. You cannot. So all the unconducive atmosphere around you is necessary for our change to complete. Unappreciating husband. That sambar I also made another house. She says it's a good son. I don't know when you will become happy. Only she will tell while driving back. Unappreciating boss in the office, disobedient teenage children, irritating neighbor. All these people are necessary. Why necessary? Because that makes you improve how to adjust your equipments to suit their needs. Not that they should be hurt. No matter what. That egoism feeling should be removed. That's what Gita says. Simple. Then all these other things will automatically come up. So what happens is the moment you try to reduce these negative tendencies, immediately the positive. I don't know you have noticed in chemical lab, there is a chemical U-tube. Not the U-tube which is now in the laptop. Really U-shaped tube with the mercury. Have you seen? And there is a magnet which shows the maximum and minimum, right? So when the minimum is coming down, this other side, because the tube is in the U shape, then what happens to the mercury? The mercury on the other side go up. Similarly, when you try to reduce the negative tendencies, the positive values automatically, no pressure needed, no force needed, it's automatically going. So those are the things in us, in Bhagavad Gita, which is Sanatana Dharma, Hinduism and all things. But these, only two types of people are there. Those who have difficulties and those who are difficult. By themselves. So very hard to handle them. So you accept them they are and you issue them. Tell them, don't give undue importance or advantage to the material things. Samatha meaning, samatha not only to human being, samatha to material objects also. Say samal oshmasma kanchana. So whenever we talk about Bhagavad, one more question for homework. In the entire Bhagavad Gita 701 sloka, there is no Krishna Vacha. You go home and email me why there is no Krishna Vacha. Though it was Krishna talking, it always says Sri Bhagavan Vacha Asochananya Sojastam Prajnavadam cha bhashase Gadasu na gadasum cha Nanu sochandi pandidaha. Bhagavan's first word. Why it is only Bhagavan? Why there is no Krishna Vacha? You can email me. Question number 2. These are homework so that you have to analyze. Then here it says the material things, human beings, all this, nobody can escape all this what is said here. We have to live with whatever surrounding we have. And the surrounding is given to us based on our vasana. So vasanas build up. What is like, what is dislike. Certain people, other things, the person likes in a different way. No, you should like. You cannot impose your views and visions and likes and dislikes on somebody else. Please don't. So the moment you do that, you are expecting something and it will not happen, you will become disappointed. And what is disappointment? Disappointment can happen only when there is an appointment. Appointment of what? Appointment of your mind and intellect with a certain desire. You already envisioned that I will get it. You plan, you program, and suddenly something happened. And it didn't happen. Because you already connected, already made an appointment. If you don't make that appointment, karman nevadiga. You know that, right? Ma valeshu kadajana. So, karmani eva, do your part and be out. Doing your best and get out. And you will understand the life is so easy when you give the responsibility to Bhagavan. He is the doer, not me. And changes, everything changes. Right? So these changes which is happening around me, Bhagavan has given this. With the prasada. Prasade sarva dukkhana nirasyo vajayate prasanna chetaso vyashu accept everything as a prasadam. Not only the prasadam in the temple. Prasadam in the temple, you don't complain. This laddu is not sweet. Isme namak nahi hai. What is this? We don't complain because it has come from the Bhagavan. Similarly, this life, spouses, children, behavior, experiences at the office, everything is, you accept it as a prasadam. Then no worries, no tensions. Your mental worries and tensions is because of not external people or experiences. It is mainly because of our own created world. We expect certain things to happen in certain way and done. It will not happen. So those are the things. So everything go and come, and now the dealing is up to us. And the last one was very interesting. Bhagavan says that Yasmin Sukhena Dukhena Gurunapi Vilam Vicharyate. He says, as long as there is samatvam in his Gurunapi Vicharyate, even greatest sorrow cannot move you. And at the end, Bhagavan says, what is in chapter 18? He says that Iduse Nunamakhyanam Ukhyar Ukhyatanam Maya Vimishraistat Asheshena Etechasi Tada Guru. You know what that means? I told you all the values to be done in detail. Now it is up to you to implement. So I am telling you, I told whatever I can condense into 1 hour. So I cannot condense 701 slokas. It's very difficult. So many values are there. I want to talk more and more and more. But unfortunately, I cannot. Yathe ichasi tada kuru. In Christianity and in Islam, in Jainism, everywhere, when they tell something, they expect you to do. In Bhagavad Gita, no. Icha meaning what? Wish. Yathe ichasi. Arjuna, I told you everything, whatever I have to tell. Now it is up to you. The door is open. You want to implement or not implement? To listen or not to listen? You know?